Hello everyone and welcome to eXtv's coverage of the semifinals of UGC Platinum. I am Kip and I'm so glad you are joining us. I am here with Sud and a special pregame guest, Soap. Guys, how are you doing tonight?
Pretty
I'm
good.
I'm
Thanks.
doing great.
Alright, well Soap is going to just join us for some pregame stuff while we wait for the server to get ready. Soap, tell us about, for those of you who don't know, why don't you real quick go over your experience?
Uh, well, Reborn's done pretty well. Made it the quarterfinals. We ended up losing to mTs, which is playing in this game.
So what can you tell us about mTs?
Uh, what's to be said? They have an amazing roster. They have Hardwell on med now. I think they picked up Zalix on demo. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, what can you tell us about Zalix? We don't recognize the name.
I don't know too much about him. All I know is during this game he was putting out a ton of damage, and he was playing relatively similar to how well Platinum usually showed, at least in our first match. I played in that one against them on Upward.
Alright, so now if you were bonus, what would you be telling your team right now?
That's tough. Marissa is doing alright on Sniper. Who's their new sniper? I'd say they need to look out for him. Definitely a big one to look out is Jero, who's an amazing spy. I think Enigma is scout for them now, I'm not sure.
Yes, I got intel that Enigma will be playing scout.
Right, so Enigma is one of the better scouts in the world, so
I was wondering
they're
how you're
gonna
gonna
have
end
to
that
check
sentence.
yeah, I'd put them up there with Ruin, so if MTS ends up seeing them, that would be an interesting showdown.
So then, did you guys face bonus
Uh,
this
we
this season?
did. We played them on Gravel Pit, yes. Gravel Pit is...
Now the whole thing with bonus is just the fact that they're such an old team, been together. A lot of these guys know each other well and work together well. So the whole thing is like they have this good game sense of Highlander, and with a 6 stacked roster like MTS, the general prediction coming into the finals was that the game sense of Highlander will win out over that stacked roster.
I don't know too much about that. I think MTS has picked up with what they need to know. Obviously there's some metagame intricacies they might not pick up on, but I think they've got what they need to know now, just from seeing what they put up last week. And I think Bonus obviously is strong on Badwater, they always have been, and on Payload in general. So it'll be interesting to see how this comes down.
Hey guys,
What's going on, Valen?
not much.
Hey, Valen, would like to introduce yourself to the 109 viewers we have already.
Hey guys, I'm Valen.
Wow. What's your experience? Why are you, what do you want to tell us?
I'm camera shy.
Well, it's awesome that you popped in.
That's Valen.
Now, don't you have a match soon?
Me? Oh, no, Valen left.
Oh.
Yeah, he's on TS, so yes.
Alright.
So, what is your opinion of the lateral shift of Harblue as to the medic and Platinum playing the soldier in his stead?
Is he on Soldier now? I could not tell from last week. They were using aliases, but if that's so, it's definitely a good switch. I would say Platinum is easily one of the best pockets in Invite when he was playing there. So I imagine he'd be very good in Highlander. Harblue was playing pretty solid on Medic. He had good mechanics, as Mr. Overlord pointed out last week. So I think that is definitely a positive shift, especially getting Miari off Medic.
I'm liking
Alright, well, we're still waiting on a couple more people, so we'll throw this out to the chat. If anybody has questions for our... Now, what was your main when you were playing for IFA?
I play Medic.
Medic. Okay, so any questions for the main medic from IFA Reborn, who came very close. How was your match last week? How did
I didn't actually play in that. Prison was playing Med there, but I definitely I was a part of that. So say that again. I didn't catch that. Sorry.
I don't know if it was really a question,
Oh,
so
like,
it's okay.
my
So do you have
experience
anything?
in okay. I have to say they're definitely they played their advantages, which I think is going to be, which is really important. Highlander, I don't think a lot of people do. So I think they're going to be able to push those advantages. And Cammy, I do not feel good about K-Wers in general. Thank you for pointing that out.
Yeah, do you think that's going to play a role here?
Definitely. I don't want to. This is the bonus match. But if you guys hop over to the TS match, I think Cadis is playing demo on Tangerine, is what I heard, and he's gonna be cabering all night long. So if you want some caber action, go look at that.
Alright, we'll definitely look out for that.
What do you guys think are going to be the strongest class rivalries? I'm thinking personally that we're going to see a lot of sort of anonymity from Oplade and the Russian dude on bonus, as well as Hay and Jero.
Class rivalries, I wouldn't know. I don't know if there's any rivalries between them. Do you mean just drama?
Well, yeah, not actually player drama. That's sort of aside, but I mean just like which class is going to sort of get into the face of which other same class the most.
I assume that the demos would have some conflicts between them. I think that the spies are going to assert themselves to the other team. I don't know about if they're asserting themselves to the other spy. Snipers, I'm going to be interested in seeing how Marissa stands up to Hugh Laurie. Hugh Laurie is definitely a solid sniper, and Marissa was having trouble with Max last week.
Oh, interesting. So that could be pretty big.
It's actually sort of amusing to note, whenever you got like sort of a spy versus spy thing going on, it's always that they oppose each other in comms, in that the one spy is always tattling on where the other spy is going and what he's wearing, usually when there's good comm work on the two teams.
Some call it tattling, some call it intel.
Yeah, I don't know how many times the spy is gonna be intel on their spy unless he just happens to see them. I think that's gonna be more of the pyro or the scout's job, whoever's gonna be looking around the flank.
Alright, so big question then. Who do you think will win? Who will we see in the finals?
Ooh, that's tough. Definitely. Well, for the other game, definitely TS. For this game, that's very tough. I wouldn't even be. I would say bonus. I'm gonna give them the edge, but it's gonna be close. Excited.
Right.
Yeah, the
Well,
last time...
shout out.
Sorry, go ahead, Kip.
No, it's all you.
It's just like the last time we saw this happen, it was on Foundry, and it was one hell of a match. One of the best matches I've actually seen in Highlander in a long, long time. So I think we expect to see the same thing this time. It's just going to be down to the wire.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. MTS has pulled out an entirely new roster. Well, not entirely, but they don't have demo. They don't have platinum on demo, and they've got a new medic, which was, I think, a big. It held them back. Miari was just not helping them out too much. And I think with Firefly being added to bonuses roster as well, we're gonna have better gameplay on both parts of the teams.
And we do have a new soldier, I believe, for a bonus.
Yeah, Mela, I believe, is playing soldier for them now.
Yep.
Who is very good. Of course, bonus used to have a Tomsk, who is also very good. But I think Mela is a very nice pickup on their part, and he's gonna do well against Platinum. It's gonna be interesting to see how their 1v1s come down. I believe Mela is playing IM this season.
Oh. And for those of you wondering about that Foundry match, that was like our second or third week of the season, but I think it went into overtime and Bonus pulled out a 3-2 win. And I heard their comms were just crazy. They were so excited about that. So, a little bit of a rematch. MTS may have a little bit of grudge going. I don't know. We could make something up, but like Soap said, this is kind of an entirely different roster.
Squid said hi, Kip, from Blunderful.
Alright. From Blunderful, because I have him as starting scout for bonus.
Oh, yes. Well, there's two Squids.
Ah, of course there are.
But yes, Squid also plays for bonus and Blunderful. Two different Squids, but same name.
Oh, that's definitely not confusing. And of course, people aren't tagged up correctly. in the game, so
Here, do you want to link me that info?
yeah, let's definitely go over rosters. Alright, so we have Zalax for the blue team, which is MTS, Menace to Society. We have Zalax on demo. O-Plate is Heavy, Platinum is Soldier, Jero is Spy, Lightoff is Engineer, Harblue is Medic, Enigma is Scout, Marissa will be... Is it Marisa or Marissa?
Oh, it's... okay. Marissa.
Okay, will be on Sniper, and then Pyro is Geosus Theodore.
Yeah, Geo.
You were go with Geo. Alright, so who's the player to watch there?
I'm glad they picked up Geo on Pyro. He's definitely got one of the best mechanics of any Pyro. Like I pointed out before, Enigma on Scout's gonna be huge. They've got good players all around, so I'm not gonna be able to say too much. Jero is obviously their big name that I know.
Alright, well I'm getting word that the game is live, so we got about a minute and a half until we go live, so we'll just
Here,
go over
Can you
bonuses.
send me that IP?
Oh yes, of course, I will get that to you. Sud, you want to go over bonuses roster real quick?
Oh, of course. We have Scout being Squid, the invite Scout that everyone loves. We have Mela being the Soldier. We have Pyro as Pudding Cup, the one and only. The Demoman is Collide, very much known for doing a lot of damage. Arthur is the Heavy. And Firefly is the Medic. Sniper is Hugh Laurie, who we've seen a lot of work from in the previous game. And, of course, last but not least, we have Spay. Let me just say that again. We have Hay as the Spy. And, yes, Bob Barker is not here to encourage us to spay or neuter our pets. Thank you.
Alright, so we are indeed live. Of course, I'm going to talk about the NG for a while here, but we do have a quiz. How did you say it? We'll just go with Abe Lincoln, the engineer
Copper
for
side, Abe
bonus.
Lincoln.
Say that again?
Copper side, Abe Lincoln.
I'm just gonna go with Lincoln because I feel like Lincoln would be an engineer if he played TF2. But doing a slightly different build on the cliff than usual. Usually the sentry gun will be over the cliff overlooking the track, so it can just stop anybody who's trying to get behind lines. But no doubt will be wrangled, so we'll keep an eye on that. And of course, one thing to watch out for in these beginning seconds is that caber jump, so definitely keep an eye on that.
Right. As long as the medic stays within the sentry's line of sight, the engineer's not wrangling, the sentry should be able to pick up on him. Also, the heavy's probably going to be watching. So hopefully that will deny any bombs.
So Squid taking out Platinum right there, so no soldier bombing, and we haven't seen Demo yet. Here we do have the combo coming in from the cliff, and they know where everything is. However, Bonus is not going to have any of that, but did pick up a lot of kills right there.
Pretty good Uber deflection there by Bonus, but they do lose their sentry gun to a spy attack.
That's what's going on. Sorry, Soka's focused so much on the Uber, he missed the little plays, and Bonus is going to fall back right now. They have pretty much given up for this hold and got to get to the roof. Roof hold is so much more important. And is this what you'd pretty much advise your team to do at this? Well, of course, because now they're almost capping that point.
I'm sorry, I just got in.
Oh, okay, of course, sorry. And interesting, we do have the teleporter left for Bonus. So, oh, and the soldier just came through, and he spotted out the medic combination, trying to go from Mela, takes down O-Plate from behind. We'll see if he can't do any more work. He just has free reign of back here on the first point.
Yeah, we're seeing a standard hold on second, that it's on the roof. Not seeing their heavy. The demo's doing a very nice job of denying the stairwell coming up. We're seeing the med demo trying to peek through the stairwell over here. They're gonna try and damage them out. See what their med's percentage is. Only 55. This is a little dangerous for their med. The demo catches him with a few stickies. He's gonna have a very unfortunate drop.
And we actually have the Uber popped for Bonus. Is that a force, or are they just being aggressive with this?
They're trying to be aggressive, try to get the med, as I said, but they're not going to be able to get them. So, unfortunately, Blue is just going to come with Uber advantage, and that's going to be a quick second take if they play this right. Although, the MTS combo is sitting quite safely. Well, as I say that, the combo goes down, but they're trying to evade the Uber, and they didn't get away with it.
And we have Platinum sort of playing forward here, just keeping the momentum up, getting a nice 2-kill. It's really looking in the favor of MTS right now.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to push right up and take this corner, and they're going to have third for free as well. That's the problem with second hold. If you don't get out too early, you're going to give up third.
And already a short time of 2 minutes and 24 seconds. Of course, we'll wait till that third point is capped, and that's really going to be the telltale time.
Big work by Hulari taking down the combo, taking down O-Plate. That's going to stop their push, at least for a little bit. Of course, Harblue's got Uber right now, and he can push in with numbers advantage, very massively so. Looks like that's just what they're going to do. They're pushing through map room right now, about to drop down.
We do have a level 2 sentry gun, which is on the balcony area, being wrangled right now. It's going to be a weird angle to take from bottom.
Here they are, they drop down Uber. Very interesting sentry hold. I don't see this very often.
Me neither, and they did not see it, so Harbu got caught out, and O-Plate is all by himself right now. We have a heavy battle going on, and Arthur finishes him off right there. So, an interesting hold, but successful.
Yeah, Abe Lincoln's going to be able to just wrangle that and clean up. It's a very nice sentry hold.
I love seeing new sentry holds on Badwater, because of course Badwater is one, I mean not one of the oldest, but it's so overplayed sometimes I feel like, that it's hard to think of new things. But that appeared to work for Lincoln, so we will see if he keeps it there.
I imagine he's going to be vulnerable to the sniping position over here in the house opposite of him. You know the window I'm talking about above the tracks?
Yeah, absolutely, but we do have Hugh Laurie pushed up as a sniper. He's actually falling back right now, so never mind.
And that sentry just got the old stab and sap, so that's going to be no longer an issue.
Ah, well there you go.
Yeah, you see Demo trying to peek in, put some damage down, but that's a no-go, trying to peek through this sniper, Hilary.
So Harbo has his 100% Uber. They are popping it and going through the map room again. Oh, Bonus doesn't have theirs quite yet. Firefly trying to get away. He will get stuck in the stairway, though, and going down right there with about 80% Uber charge.
Very smart of MTS to push in there, even though they didn't have a demo, because they knew the Firefly did not have Uber, so they could have pushed in with advantage.
And definitely O-Play just being a wrecking ball there and taking out so many people.
Pretty much.
You can see Zalox came in and cleaned up afterwards, so all was good. Looks like MTS is going to take a quick round here.
5 minutes and 16 seconds. Not too shabby, in fact, very nice. Now, when you've played Badwater competitively, what type of time do you aim for, or does that even enter your head when you're playing?
Generally 7 minutes is, I guess, standard. 5 minutes is definitely a quick time.
Right, so Bonus is definitely going to have their work cut out for them. Interesting, we're seeing the exact same position sentry hold that we saw from Lincoln. So these NGs are getting memos that I didn't get about where the new hip cool places to build on Badwater are.
I guess their thought process is the demo can easily come underneath in this tunnel and spam from below. If they put their sentry a little bit far away from the close edge, then the demo can't get an easy pick on the sentry.
This is true. So we will see how it goes, and again, watch out for those demo caber jumps. But I would expect that MTS would be more likely to do it than Bonus.
Well, I'm seeing on Bonus a bottle of rum at the moment, so it doesn't look like any shenanigans to that effect.
Jeez. I hope you meant on the demo and not like on a webcam or something. Anyway, we do have the opening push from Bonus. Not committing anything so far, keeping that medic in spawn, keeping him safe. We do have Soldier coming up and just spamming rockets to the sentry gun to hold right there. Not doing a whole lot of damage, but keeping pressure on them. We did see the heavy go down there, Arthur, but quick respawns, not a big deal. And sentry gun has been moved. Interesting decision right there from lights off. But it is moved to the stairs, overlooking the track right now, and being wrangled, so it's actually going to miss Squid, who's on the cart right now, doing a good job pushing, and now it's being wrangled to get the Uber, and again, Squid is just pushing away that Scout.
Yeah, it looks like MTS or Bonus is actually going to cap this. Scout's getting behind them.
Sundergun finally pointed to the cart, but too late, and a nice fast cap right there. And MTS is pretty much going to abandon first.
Yeah, one of the trade-offs of not building on the close edge is you're not going to be able to see the cart, and you saw that Bonus was able to push it right by them without them noticing.
Jared getting a nice step right there on Arthur the Heavy, who's tagged up as Russian something.
Hey, making a stab play on the engineer and sapping a sentry.
Ooh, that's gonna be huge. So we do have a few red players up on the roof, but no sentry to speak of, so it's gonna be a hard hold, especially when Jeff comes in there with some big stickies. What'd you see there, so?
Big play by Hay. He takes down the sentry and does quick work on the combo. That's gonna deny them their second hold completely.
Indeed, and that came right after the headshot on the soldier that was harassing the sniper. So good work on his part there.
Capping the point, that's going to stop them from forward spawning. They're going to be able to push all the way up to third.
And doing a good job pushing it. It's looking like it's going to be close right here, so Bonus absolutely doing what they need to do to stay in this round. Now we do have a bit of a hold right here by third. We have a dispenser and a heavy medic combo are holding on the balcony area, so it does not look like MTS is going to give this up easily, although taking a lot of spam may have to fall back in order to save Harblue, but no, Harblue's actually playing pretty aggressively forward, which I would suggest against because he just took some demo spam. Yeah,
I cannot believe Harblue has not died to this spam yet.
Yeah, some great spam coming over the roof.
We do have Hugh Laurie in position though to make a pick on Parbu, though he does pop it, so that's not going to happen.
Firefly is pretty close with that Uber though, so as soon as Red wears out, Bonus is going to be able to come back, although they have a lot of hurt players right there. A lot of players in the red, so going to have to buff everyone up before they can make this move.
Yeah, that was a very nice force by Bonus. They're going to be able to push in with Uber advantage and numbers.
And here it goes. Indeed, they are pushing. Platinum somehow got behind the cart, and so did Jero, but he both go down, and Bonus is going to continue this push, but not going to be able to get too much out of it. Zaylock's going huge right there with a sticky and then a pill to take down 3 people in a row, I believe, so 3k right there. And that's actually going to be a hold right here, so Soap, how's it feel to be wrong?
Well, they did have the right call pushing in there, that just poor execution. Or rather, MTS backed up well, and they managed to come back in with Zalox leading with a lot of damage on the combo. Also, as you said, Platinum came in behind, so that hurt them a lot.
Alright, so Sud, do you think it's physically possible at this point to cap it in 1 minute?
It's looking pretty darn grim, especially when they can get that level 3 sentry gun up there, and that's going to be an obstacle just in and of itself.
Indeed, Harblue is really hurt. Oh, just popped his Uber right there.
Yeah, Firefly goes down. That's going to be the round for Bonus.
So do you think it was that failed push for third that pretty much sealed the deal, and then Firefly going down?
Yeah, the failed push itself, they really needed that to get the ball rolling. Especially with last being very hard to cap.
Yeah, so much of this is momentum based, and they really needed to take that point. That sentry gun going up pretty much was game right there.
Cart's moving backwards, Sticky's on the cart, not looking good for a Bonus, and this is pretty much, yeah, just try to get kills for your strange weapons right now, because none of this will matter at all. And there we go, first round ends, going to MTS.
Big plays by Enigma, top fragging. 2 Doms.
Lincoln doing a lot of work too, as Engineer is second on the team in points. I'll have to keep on his camera to see what he's doing. Probably playing very aggressive Engineer. I'm sorry that I wasn't watching that more. Sorry, Lincoln. Any of this surprising, these placements and scores? Or frags? Is that any of these ranks surprising to you? That goes out to both Sud and Soap.
I'm
Sud?
sorry. I'm back.
Oh, just looking at these scores, are any of them surprising to you?
Not too much. I was expecting Enigma to do well. I wasn't sure if I was expecting the top fraggers, especially on payload.
I'm not
Of course,
really.
a lot of that. Oh.
I'm not really surprised by any of the scores per se. More just the loss of momentum shift there at going on to that third point. That should have really been taken.
So what can Bonus learn from this? If you were on Bonus Soap, what would you be telling your team right now?
It's tough to say. I mean, I could just sit here and say improve your defense.
Well, that's the bonus of being a caster, is you can just sit here and say that.
Yeah, cat faster than they do. I mean, that's...
See? There you go. You're already casting material. So nothing in specific.
I mean, you could try and shut down their scout. Their scout obviously was top fragging, top pointing as well. I don't know what you could do about that though. And playing against Ruin, you can't really... I mean, they're walking in and two-shot and you can't do much.
Now, as a medic, how would you entertain the idea of running crits here in the beginning on defense?
On defense? I don't know, a lot of this is going to be meeting their Uber, so running crits is going to be okay, I guess, if you can know when their med comes out and manage to force him early enough where he's not going to be able to meet your sentry. But that's very tough, especially because you're going to have to move into a position where you can be exposed for a bomb when going for the crit. I'd say stick with Uber and play it safe, especially since you have a pyro who can just air blast their Uber off if need be.
One of the things I was sort of noticing is that Enigma there was being a real pain in the butt to the support classes like Hugh. Laurie was getting scouted constantly, and I have to sort of question whether or not Abe Lincoln should be using his mini sentries more for keeping things off the flank than he is, because he's more going in there using them wrangled as an offensive tool rather than a sort of, keep your flanks clean sort of tool.
There's a fine line. I mean, when you're pushing, you're going to need your NG to support you. So wrangling would be okay for that. But in those moments where you're sitting back and transitioning into defense and waiting for Uber to come back, yeah, I'd agree. Maybe you should be protecting the sniper a little more.
So we're just waiting. Looks like we lost 2 members of Bonus, so hopefully everything is okay. Actually, mTs had a scare before the match. O-Played, his internet wasn't working, so they had to switch up things. They were going to have Enigma on Scout and then bring in... Or they're going to have Enigma on Heavy and then bring in another person for Scout, but O-Played got his internet back, so phew there for them. Alright, Sud, I think it's that time of the match right now where we have to go over hats.
Well then, let's start with Hay, because not only does he have a nice effect, but he's got a really nice combo there. He's got that cowl with the Phantom with Ghost, and sort of as the combo breaker, he's wearing a Clan Pride with a sort of an anime character on it that I don't actually know the anime of.
Hay has a lot of nice ads. Very jealous of him.
Indeed, he does. Like, I'll sometimes play with them on like a random server. I have a triple Ghost of a medic set, and he has his Ghost, so it's just like you see nothing but Ghosts floating around everywhere.
I think Zalix has a very nice demo throw. Bernie and I believe.
Nice looking, but possibly painful looking at the same time.
I guess it could be a little distracting.
I know if I were his pyro, I'd be constantly trying to blow him out, but I'm guessing Geo's a little bit better at determining which is real fire and which is a effect.
Do not apply hairspray to that either way.
Yeah, not so much.
The next, of course, logical person we have to go for is Pudding Cup, who is the ghostly, spectral Gilligan.
Yeah, he must have changed that. Last time I remember he had a energy little buddy. Which is the little sailor hat for Pyro.
Well, yeah, that's what he's using right now. He's got the buddy with the purple energy, and he's using the apparition aspect, which looks really sick with it.
Yeah.
And then we'll go to Jeffel, who's using more of a budget hat, but still, it's an unusual, so it's completely awesome. Very nicely color coordinated with the parrot on his side.
If you take a look at Arthur, the heavy for a bonus, he is all yellow.
Oh,
I think he
yeah,
has
I
like
love his
jaundice or
setup.
something.
The yellow luchador and the Allfather.
Well, that is just
And then
that's just a matter of courtesy, because now the sniper on the MTS will just have that much brighter a target to shoot at.
there you go. I'm guessing it's worked for him so far, though.
I mean, if you even look at the effect, it's a big bullseye, so it might as well be helping you out there.
It looks like we are going live with the second round, so thank you for everyone who has joined us so far. MTS, Menace to Society, is up 1-0. MTS will have the chance to defend, of course, first now, so Bonus wants to put down a really fast time. And they had a fast time going for the first 2 points in the last round, so we'll see if they can continue that momentum, but as Sud said earlier, it just kind of stopped at that third point with that failed push, so we will see.
Well, it should be interesting to see Bonus's defense this time around, to see if they change anything or modify anything. Their offense actually was sort of based on a little bit of stealth there, as Soap was pointing out. That scout was capturing that cart the whole time, and everyone else was just in a big kerfuffle above there.
Kerfuffle. Anytime you can bring that into a TF2 cast, I think you win the day.
It's pretty much the best word in the English dictionary.
This is true.
The sentry overlooking the cliff probably would have stopped that, but like Kip pointed out, the sentry's been moved up a little.
So apparently, Lights Off has determined a different way to keep scouts off the cart. Probably a lot more. We still just have the sniper down there, but anyway, we do have this opening push coming out. The heavier class is actually going up the hill to the right, not going the typical cliff route. Medic, of course, staying back in spawn. Firefly not wanting to be taken
I see
out.
Firefly is moving out with Collide
Oh, yeah,
right now.
wow. Just as I was finishing that sentence, yes, both Ubers are popped, sentry gun and everything from Light Off goes down.
Nice work by Hay, taking care of the sentry when the Pyro's going back their combo.
Yeah,
That
Oplate
might be
sort
enough
of
to
just
get Bonus through this first point.
just waddled right past him.
If Bonus plays this right, they're going to get Demo and the Heavy, be able to push roof really quickly.
And indeed, Heavy is down, only 2 up right now, and it's
They
the
won't
Spy
even need
and
to push
Sniper.
roof, they can hold Shutter.
That is an amazing offense. That is just exactly what Bonus needs to do right there.
Exactly. They're going to be able to take second, maybe establish on third if they get people forward.
Wow, and this is the point where you are so mad that the cart can only go ×3. It's like, we have the rest of this map. Come and finish up the job, cart. Come on.
Yeah, you see MTS is trying to establish on third, which is smart.
Hay picks the medic.
Hay gets the med. That's going to let them push right through third now.
There they go with second with 1 minute and 27 seconds. Really, really nice time right there. So far, Light Off not able to get up anything on third, so we will see about this push, but again, without that medic Uber, not looking too good for MTS, but of course, we've said that before.
I believe Firefly must have gone down because he's only at 40% right now. Or he used the Uber.
Oh, yeah. The cart slowly making its way up the hill. MTS sending a lot of spam down. We do have some rockets going out, just pretty much chaos everywhere. Firefly, meanwhile, is only at 85%. Seems like his Uber's taking forever to build up, and meanwhile, Hardblue is not too far behind him. So maybe that medic pick not as big as we thought?
I believe Firefly went down at a similar time, so they weren't able to push in with Uber advantage as quickly as I thought.
Uber out on
MTS is just
Jeffel.
going to counter Uber. They have a better Uber right now, so they're going to be able to stay in. Firefly's going to go down in the process as well.
Boom, Platinum finishing off Firefly. Yeah, up there in the house, he had some good positioning.
That is not what Bonus needed.
Yeah, we're having a repeat of the last round there. That sentry gun's getting up in that window again. It's going to be a bit of a pain in the butt to get past.
Definitely an interesting position right there. I like it though. especially wrangled, it'll be able to do the job. So Hay is definitely has his sights set on the sentry gun right now. Because Engineer is very vulnerable as he's wrangling that in the window. Indeed, just as I said that, Hay comes in and the Engineer just bails. Light Off just bailed. The sentry gun will probably go down. Actually, no. Somehow Light Off got back into the house and saved his sentry gun. Teleporter did go down. And Hay goes down to the sentry gun right there. Oh, but he is... No, he's not dead rigging out of that.
MTS forced from spam. Firefly goes down the process, so it's all good.
Just resetting the Ubers and resetting the action right here.
Right, and these resets are not good for bonus because they're obviously trying to push this point as fast as they can. We're gonna have to wait a whole nother minute for Firefly to get his Uber back.
It looks like the Scouts is going to try and push that right in there.
It's good, doing a good job taking down Enigma, and he will be able to cap it and then explodes into a million pieces. But there is the third cap, 4 minutes and 2 seconds.
Poor positioning by MTS. They let a scout come in and cap that all the way through.
Sentry gun is going to go down. Hay takes it out right there, and this is looking a little bit better for Bonus's push. Although they lose their Fat Man, the Heavy, going down to a nice headshot from Marissa. Now Hardblue has this 100% Uber. Any reason that MTS would be aggressive right here?
Not too much. They're even numbers right now. I don't know the Uber advantage. I don't have any eyes on the meds.
Indeed, and Light Off the Engineer is getting his stuff up there, so there's nothing really to push
Yeah.
back.
MTS is sitting on an Uber as well. As soon as I say that, they push out with Uber. They're gonna try and go for Firefly.
Oh, wow. A Firefly does get his Uber in time. Pops it, though,
very
completely
early.
out of position, yeah. They're not going to be able to do anything with this, and they find that Sentry Gun is just right at the bottom of the ramp, a very unusual position, and MTS is going to be used that to great advantage.
But definitely, you got a lot of
Yeah.
people there with good DM supporting it, so you can get away with that. Basically, what the bonus has to do is get to the other side there, drop down on top of it, get rid of it, and then just kill everyone else.
Geo with a nice reflect to take down Bonus, who was trying to jump in there, force something, not able to get anything. Hey, takes down O-Played, so a good heavy pick right there. And right now, Light Off doesn't have any time to build. Finally, Sentry Gun does go to a level 2. But he's very harassed right now, and in comes some more demo spam. Oh man! Girardi down in the little cubby, and Jeffel gets a 3k sticky. Looking pretty good for Bonus right now, as the Uber is popped. Only Enigma alive for MTS.
Looks like Bonus is going to take this round.
I don't
There's
know
a full wipe by MTS.
Oh, I was going to say, if anyone could stop it, it would be Enigma, but nope, not today, and Bonus gets 6 minutes and 18 seconds time. Not too shabby.
It's around what we saw MTS get on their offense. First round.
So now
So it's
it's
looking pretty-
all down to this. We just want to see what bonus is going to do for their defensive plan to sort of slow down MTS's offense.
I am very curious about Lincoln. And I'm also curious about to see what the engineer Lincoln will do. But in general, I'm just curious about Abraham Lincoln.
Did you see the movie?
I haven't. I hear it's like 3 hours long, and I do not have that much of attention span right now. Have you seen it?
I have not. I hear Joseph Gordon-Levitt's in it though, so I'll have to see it.
Alright, a little man crush going on. Lincoln is building in the same spot. Well, he's moved it up a little bit onto the landing of the stairs going up to the cliff. So we'll see how that works. But as far as positioning goes, pretty much Bonus has been doing what
Now
they've
that
been
gun
doing.
does have an angle on the track, so MTS might not be able to get away with a scout push.
Gonna be close for sure.
I'm just going to sort of cam Enigma as he comes out. Every time he's been really just like a bat out of hell out of that spawn, so I just want to see what's going to happen this time around.
MTS immediately pushing the cliff.
Interesting decision right there. Hardblue coming out and popping
Yeah.
his Uber. Oh,
They're getting
misses the
forced
demo.
early. Putting is just going to deny them. That's the problem with this cliff push.
Firefly did go down in that altercation. What? Did any of you catch what dropped the medic? I think he dropped his Uber right there. But regardless, Ubers are reset. The sentry gun is up still, so that's one good thing from the push. Oh, Jared coming in and taking down Jeffel.
Oh, big picks by Hugh Laurie. Picking apart this MTS.
So Bonus, although they lost their medic, they're still looking kind of pretty strong right here. They will be able to hold this as Enigma is pushing the cart. He is worried about this angle of the sentry gun, but is wrangled right now, and nobody is seeing the little scout on the cart. Oh, huge headshot from Hay to take down Enigma. Stops that push right there, but we do have Jero in on the sentry gun. His stuff goes down. Oh, huge bump
Nice work
in
by
to help
Jero.
out. There goes some really nice coordination. That's pretty much going to be the end of the hold right here for Bonus.
And you see Bonus immediately backing up the roof.
This time, no teleporter left behind. But so far, no one's pushing the cart. Oh, because we do have a mini sentry up. I was wondering why Enigma's right there, but mini sentry going down pretty fast right there.
Harbor does have
everyone.
Uber, so he's going to be prepared to push this roof, or wherever he wants to go with Uber. Firefly's only sitting on 40. Yeah,
And
MTS has
Zalex-
already taken roof. That's going to be the end
Wow,
of their
yeah.
second point hold.
Yeah, everything by Lincoln is getting destroyed right now, and here comes the pop by Harblue, and him and O-Blade are just doing work, taking names and pushing forward. Gonna be able to push forward and retain that capture zone for the team. So looking like a pretty good push right here in terms of beating the time that Bonus put up.
MTS already forward on third.
Yeah, and this is exactly what Bonus should have been sort of doing before.
They're probably going to get pushed out though. They don't have as much damage.
And now, what do you mean by that? So
As I say that, Bonus is moving back. What I meant is MTS is forward with just their heavy med, and what I saw was Bonus coming around the corner with a demo, heavy pyro, all these classes. But as soon as I say that, Zalox did get in, so I think they're going to be fine here.
Indeed, inching closer and closer. Harblue is almost have Uber. He is going to get it and pops it on O-Plate again. O-Plate coming around the corner. Doesn't find anybody to shoot, though. Pretty much scattered from Bonus. But we do have the Uber popped on Pudding Cup, who is going to just try to finish off Harblue if he can. Definitely lit him on fire. A lot of the MTS team really hurt right now, but Bonus not able to capitalize on that and get any kills. Well, just as I said that, Melee takes down Platinum, so...
Mela represent the black box.
Yeah, interesting choice right there. We can maybe talk about it when there's a break, but here comes another big push. O-Plate coming in. He's on fire. He got separated from his medic. Oh, huge play from Mela. Coming in from behind, taking out O-Plate and Harblue right there. That is what Bonus needed.
Harblue's going to have to come back and charge Uber again. It's going to take a good 40 seconds off of Mix-Up's time. Or MTS's time, rather.
Now Firefly is close to an Uber right here. Here you just gotta hold it, I would think. Although we thought things like that earlier, and the teams have been designed to be aggressive and doing exactly what we say they won't do. But Firefly taking a lot of spam. He's clustered around the dispenser. He will be able to survive that. But MTS taking over the map room right now, so gotta keep the pressure and presence of Bonus there, but just not happening right now. We do have the combo in the map room. They are slowly charging up that Uber. Harblue is at 85%. Of course, Firefly still sticking on his 100%. Sentry Gun is taking a lot of damage and does go down, so Lincoln is going to have to build fast. He doesn't have his dispenser or anything, but he does have that full health, or that full ammo pack.
Right, and Zalox got sniped, so that's going to hurt their push.
Here comes the Uber O-Plate.
Harblue's coming in with likely his last Uber of the game. Only a minute left.
Uh-oh, it did that again. And that was really tense, too.
I imagine Bonus lost. If they cut the server off.
Oh no. Should have, let me see what we can get on Intel.
Someone reported. Okay.
That was probably really exciting to watch.
I would have really liked to seen it.
Me too. Sorry about those technical difficulties. It just means that the server shut down right after the game ended, and of course we were on about a minute and a half delay, so we were not privy to that, what was probably epic conclusion.
Yeah, we can probably safely assume Bonus lost there, which was disappointing. Depending on who you're rooting for, obviously.
Yeah, I'm like, now why would you say that?
Disappointing because I predicted for Bonus.
Ah, there we go. So it looks like we are getting intel that TS, that is the Syndicate, won their match, so it looks like it's going to be mTs versus Syndicate in the finals for UGC Platinum. And yes, I am getting confirmation from Lightoff that mTs has won, so there we go. Congratulations to Menace to Society for pulling out that win, and we're just going to say that it was epic, and just end right there. Maybe we can get the STV and just cast this last round. Of course, it will be spoiled because you know who wins, but at the same time, you still get that action. But anyway, I'm gonna see if we can get an interview in here. For those of you who are just joining us who maybe came from the Syndicate stream, I am Kip. I'm here with Sud. Say hello, Sud.
Why, hello there, everybody.
And we're joined by Soap tonight. Soap, what are your impressions of that game?
Hard to say. I think Zalax was doing a lot. I was impressed by Hugh Laurie. He looked like he was taking down Marissa most of the time. I wasn't paying too much attention to the sniper battles, though. I was impressed by Enigma, who was doing a lot of work that first round. Top fragging with several DOMs, so it'll be interesting to see how he matches up with Ruin next week.
Yeah, and on my side of it, it's just like all momentum, all that third point. That third point just over and over again seemed to be the stopping point for the match, and where it was more or less decided.
I was also interested to see that there weren't very many good second point holds. I believe Hay did a good job of shutting down mTs their first time trying to hold, and I don't know if that's due to bad transitions the second, or if they were just not well prepared when they backed out, but I think a lot of time could have been added to the point if they had held second a little better.
Well, the thing with second is that like every time Bonus pulled out, they were very, very hotly pursued by mTs, so you would have the O-Plate just walking up those stairs while the sentry gun was still level 1. Like, you have to really get out of there early, it seems, if you want to be able to set up anything against an aggressive team like that.
Yeah, that's a good observation.
Alright, well, I just want to welcome Harblu to the shoutcasting room. Harblu, congratulations. How are you feeling?
Feels pretty good. I enjoyed that thoroughly. Feels even better since I think the whole community predicted against us for that match.
Oh, yes?
So it's always good proving those wrong.
So, how is this different from the last time you matched up against Bonus on Foundry?
It's like 100% different. I think we only have like 3 players from the same roster back in that match. Maybe it's like 5 or something, but I mean, back when we played them on Foundry, Marissa was still banned, so she couldn't play in the match. We had Miari on Medic still, and I mean, we just had like a completely different roster. Well, I think they have about the same since then. They might have changed like a player or two, but we've, I think, changed almost every person on our roster since then, so I think going into the match, we knew we could definitely win it, since back when we played them on Foundry, we had a way worse roster, and we barely lost them in overtime. Well, this one, we feel like our roster is much stronger, so it's just about playing, how we normally play and getting the lucky plays.
Now, a lot of people
your new pickup Enigma was top rank in the first round.
Well, Enigma was originally Pyro for us when we started, and then we
Right,
switched up a bunch of things, and this is a roster that seems to be the best for us, so we're using it for playoffs.
Now, there's a lot of talk about how you guys developed that game sense of Highlander throughout the season. Can you talk to us anything about that? Have you guys like sat down and have strategy meetings, or is it just kind of something you got the more you played?
I mean, most of us had played Highlander before the season. I think Enigma was, I think, the only person who might not have. But, I mean, towards the start of the season, we had so many roster issues that it was just, we had to focus on having our players there. We just focused on getting 9 players. We couldn't, like, go over strats or anything. But, I mean, these past couple weeks, now that we have, like, a solid roster, we normally do, like, a couple scrims throughout the week, a couple on Sunday, and for playoffs, we've also like gone over the maps and checked out, like, gone over strats and everything. So we've definitely tuned it up a lot more for playoffs, and I think it's helped us a lot.
Definitely just we casted your Foundry game. Well, of course you're saying tons of different people, but just the flow of the game was definitely different this time. I got to ask you though. So we got intel that the Syndicate won. How do you feel going up against them in the finals?
I think we're confident against them. I think out of all the teams in Highlander, I think we can give them the best run for their money, just because I think they're a team that has a lot of strong DM players, and there's some teams in Highlander that focus a lot on teamwork, and that's good, but sometimes when you go against those teams that have just such good DM, teamwork only takes you so far. So I think that's where we'll stack up good against them, and then it'll just come down to who's like the most coordinated and who's hitting the most shots. So I think strat-wise, I think we're both pretty good. So it's just going to be whoever's playing better that night. So I'm confident against them.
Any hints on the maps?
I have no idea how the maps work. Even do we pick? I don't even know.
You do. You and TS pick, and then admins get a tiebreaker.
Okay, I'd have to talk to my team. It probably wouldn't be a PL map. We'd probably do maybe GPIT or something, but it would, be not PL. That's all I'll say.
Not a fan, huh?
I mean, it's fun to play, but it reminds me of GPIT in that getting picked on it when you're on defense is like such a big thing. Like on GPIT, if your medic dies, they can take over a point just because of that, and payload's a lot like that. But the difference is on GPIT, I mean, I just feel as medic, I have a lot more control of it, and I know what's going on more, as opposed to payload, there's like stuff flying everywhere and people getting behind and spawn camping. It's crazy on that. So that's why I think we prefer doing GPIT or any other map over payload.
Fair enough. Gotta ask, if you had to declare a most valuable player for your team, and then for bonus, who would you pick?
Ooh. I mean, as medic, I'm so busy like yelling at my whole team that I don't notice who's doing something really good in particular, but I think Platt played pretty good that game, along with, I think like all our heavy classes did really good. And someone said Enigma top fragged in the first half or something, so I guess he was doing good too. I mean, that's the thing about this team. We have so many good players on it. There's not really someone that normally carries more than others. We play, like our heavy combo plays a lot as a team. Like me, Zelox, all stick together and do damage. So it's not like one of them, like it's not like Sam will just mow them all down. Sam is Oakley, by the way, our heavy. So yeah, I don't think we really had an MVP. I think everyone just played really good. Although Marissa definitely was the least valuable player that game because she choked, but she's a good sniper.
I saw Hugh Laurie was doing work.
That's for their team. I didn't really notice them having any player that was destroying us. So again, I think they're a lot like us. All their players are really good. So I wouldn't know MVP for them.
All right, well that's definitely fair. Sud, you got any questions for our star medic here?
Actually, indeed, I do. I was noticing that you were doing a very, very good job of being a forward medic, but not getting picked all that much. Like, for example, you were almost never in Hugh Laurie's sights from what I saw from the camera. I'm just wondering if that was more your game sense coming in from previous games, or if you guys just had really, really good comms.
I mean, I think as most people know, I played invite level 6's medic for like 2 seasons before this, and I'd never played Highlander medic up until like 3 weeks ago. So I think all the experience from 6's definitely helped my like spam dodge and everything. But as for like staying out sniper sight lines and all that, that's something that like I mean, the Six's experience didn't really help in that at all because Highlander, it doesn't really have that class full time, so you don't have to focus on dodging that. So that was something I had to learn these past couple weeks, like standing where I know the sniper won't be and like watching for spies constantly and stuff like that. It's a lot more hectic playing medic in Highlander. Like, I think a lot of people will crumble under the pressure playing it, especially at top level going against these teams, because there's like never downtime. There's always like spies and stuff coming at you. So it took me a while to get used to all that. But, I mean, I'm fast at picking up on things. That's why I switched to medic and was able to do pretty good at it, I think.
All right, awesome. Let's see, do we have any further questions before we let Our Blue go? I'm hearing crickets. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Our Blue.
Thanks for casting.
Good luck, congratulations, and good luck next week. We, of course, on eXtv will be bringing you the Syndicate versus Menace to Society. It's going to be amazing.
Hopefully. All right, thanks, everyone.
Thank you,
Bye.
Our Blue. And, of course, we really want to thank Soap for filling in as our expert analyst is the word. He just jumped here in the last moment, but we really appreciate all your good comments and insight.
Yes, this would be my first cast, and it was enjoyable.
Indeed, you did great, man.
Yeah, we really appreciate all your help. But I think that about wraps it up for us. Anything else?
It's
I'm
a
good.
lot easier being the medic, looking at things than not playing and looking at it, I'd have to say.
I think it's a lot easier being the caster and telling everybody what they should have done. And then talking about hats when you don't have anything else to say.
Well, I do that anyway mid-game.
But anyway, that wraps us up for us again next week. Same place, same time, at 9:30 Eastern. We're going to have a longer cast, I have no doubt, because we will be playing best of 3 maps. Don't know what they are yet, but I guarantee you Sud will be here, I will be here, and we will bring in a expert analyst, is what the word is. Analyst, of course, for your listening pleasure.
Get hyped,
So-
people.
Get hyped. Thanks for watching, guys.
Have a good one.